Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of the jump spots, and today we're over on Interchange. Now I'm going to start off by saying I am max strength, so please do not forget about that. Some of these spots you do require a higher strength level to reach. I'll do my best to estimate what the actual strength level is going to be needed to actually do it. But I'm going to start off over here by Emercom. I have been extract camped by Emercom so many times, it is absolutely ridiculous. Even though I look for people inside of this area, there is still plenty of spots to get camped from. So I'm going to show you some so you can not get camped from. And yeah, so you can actually get up on top of these tents. You can lie down here and actually just barely see over the top. So definitely be careful with something like this. Also, you can pop behind the truck just there, as well as you can actually get on top of this truck as well. I don't want to extract, but all you need to do is basically jump onto the truck and then jump inside of the actual cabin, and people can lay down. So do watch yourself when you are in this area. Okay, so we're out the back of OLI right now. That's the Emercom extract just down there. And if you don't know, you can actually get up here. So these crates right here, all you need to do is like skip right off the edge. If you're a lower strength level, you can just like run right off the edge of that pallet board, jump up here. You can also jump off one of those boxes, jump up here, keep jumping just like so, and then you are up here. You can actually jump and then crouch and then waddle along here and look backwards, jump and crouch, and you can actually sit up here as well if you don't want to be getting hit by barbed wire. This is another one of those parkour spots. And then you can actually go the other direction as well. Sometimes with max strength, I do sometimes jump over the edge. So just here, walk along down here. You can backwards jump up to this one or up to this one. Just like so. And if you happen to die up here, again, this is one of those spots where people don't actually know how you got up here. Obviously, unless they watch the video. And you're basically guaranteed to get your stuff back up as well. So here is another one. You can hop up onto those boxes right there on this barbed wire. You can either go up into that section and chill over there, or this section just here. Same as the last one. Jump and crouch, and then you are somewhere safe. There's a lot of places actually around the edge of Interchange that does have those kind of spots where it's like, well, it's just basically asking for you to parkour and up to it. This one is a very well-known one, and the one place that I always check just before I ever hit the extract is up here. So you can literally up here lie down and snipe the extract just like so, or snipe just below. Just bear in mind, this is one of the most common spots when it does actually come to the camping of the Emercom extract over there. So do watch yourself, but it doesn't mean that it's any less camped. They have added invisible wall here. I will just show you. They used to be able to jump straight over, but they've added invisible wall here now so that you can't no longer do that. Okay, so now we're inside Emercom. There's a lot of weird little spots that you can get to inside this location. Like you can most probably jump up and then jump up on top of there. But there's, I don't want to go to each individual one, but there's one that I really do want to make a note for. It's this spot right here. So you can jump on top of these sandbags, jump up here. You can, yeah, sorry, I did it the wrong way around. You can actually curve around and land on top of that little green shelving, just like so. So now you're up here. You can jump again, make your way downtown. Now you see these boxes? You can jump up here, and then over this side, you notice that there isn't anything that spawned. You can actually kill people on the other side, and there isn't actually anything there. The actual racking is there, so if you get unlucky and try to shoot someone and they're behind some, you know, the metal racking, then you can't do, well, you just won't hit them. But this is a really good spot as well for some top tip camperinos. And then I'm going to show you another one, which is just up here. So there is two ways up to this point. If you got higher strength, you can just go straight up this way. So pop and then you're up. Or if you've got the lower strength, you can jump on top of this area. You see the shelving, jump again, and then jump again, and then you're up here. So Right here, stuff does fall through this grate, so you can't actually throw your bag down. But if you look to your right, there's a shelving unit over here. It could be a bit hard to time it. I didn't make it that time. Let me try again. There we go. You can right foot it off. It is quite hard to actually reach that distance, but if you and your teammate both actually get up here, your teammate can crouch down and you can actually get on top of these rafters right here and plop over to the other side, so you have both points behind cover. Also, you're somewhere that's seriously dark as well, so you do actually get a pretty decent camping spot up here. This is, yeah, quite a an interesting spot. Another location that you can get up onto is this this gazebo thingy bobby right here. This one's a bit more hard to get into, I'll be honest with you. Oh, we did it first time. All right, sweet. So you can actually get up here. This is another one of those locations. This one's very dangerous because, well, look, you can see everything and the only thing they can see is your head. Obviously, though, if someone's coming from this direction, you are awfully more out in the open and at higher risk, obviously, from getting killed. And no, I haven't actually been able to make the jump. You can't jump directly over and up to this one. So moving along to the front of OLI now. This area right here we can get on top of. It's a bit more of a trickier one. So jump, crouch, oh sorry, not jump and crouch, just sprint and jump. And then you need to continue your run and then jump up again. There we go. And now we're up top here. And you can also jump from here over to there. I will give that a go quickly now. There we go. Oh, I made it first time. Holy crowley. All right, anyway. This is one of those spots as well. Same as the last one. I have actually been spotted up here quite a few times when I did run this kind of gameplay. I haven't done it in a while, but that one is, for some reason, people notice that one a bit more. Oh, and with that one right there, that spot, you can look like directly down here, and if there's movement, so if you get the rats that like to run inside of do the bunny runs from Rasmussen across or vice versa, you can get them whilst they're moving as well. So that's another one. Also another one, quite a few in this area actually. Over here by these racking, you see the one that's fallen over? You can actually just straight run up that on the right hand side. Boom. Quite a simple one, this one. It's kind of a bad angle as well when it comes to shooting down in this direction. It's not really that helpful. There is an invisible wall in the other one, so if I quickly jump, I'll show you. You can't really do anything with it. Your character bugs out, and then I don't know damage. How crazy! And then bugs out, and then you just fall straight to the ground like that. So, being in this area, those ones right there are some of the most powerful ones in my opinion when it comes to the OLI side of the jump spots. Before we head any further into the mall, there is one I just want to show you underneath here. This is one of my favorite spots. I've got so many kills in this position. If you spawn over there in the what is it, there's like a car park out there. If you spawn out there, there's like a porta cabin on top of a trailer. If you come out from there, come inside here, literally rush as fast as you can. Get on top of this van, and then all you need to do is just jump over to here, lie down. You get spawns from people over in that direction coming across just like that, and you get people coming across here. People do expect you to be up here. One of the things that I'd recommend you actually do now, because people do expect you to be up here, is sit as far right as you can, because what they do is they stick their head around there and they look over on that side of the container, not so much this side. And then all you see is their head. You can just track them with their movement and then just shoot them through the tarpaulin, as the tarpaulin doesn't actually have a hitbox either. Okay, so we are here by the tech stores. We got Texo right here. This one's a bit of a cute little cheeky bleaky one. All you need to do is basically jump on top of these boxes and then you can just see over everything. You can also lie down here as well if you don't want to deal with the recoil, and then you can just do your wonderful thing. This next one that's upstairs is a bit more of a, it used to be a lot more powerful compared to what it is now, but Tarkov seems to go through stages of new players joining who don't know these kind of spots. So inside this furniture store right here, you have the cashier point. If you just look at the wall and then just jump to your left. Up here is another one of those spots, and you can easily get some kills, especially if people are hitting up Emercom. You can easily shoot them when they're pushing around the corner trying to push you. So here we are at Papillon. Now for this one, this is quite a high traffic area. Just jump on a cashier's desk, or jump over it a few times like I do. Land on top of the clothing rail. And then what we're going to do is jump. And now we're actually on top of the shelving units at Papillon. And you can see the entire way down the corridor off in the direction of Idea. This one is well known. I just thought I might throw it in here just in case if you're new. If you don't know, you can actually walk up on these beams. Basically just walk directly up, just like so. And then same with these ones right here. I'm pretty sure the top beams on these ones don't actually, they're not solid, so I think you can walk through them unless they've updated it. Yeah, they've updated it. But yeah, so with these ones you can look all the way down in that direction, and then, you know, it's a pretty decent spot. There's a lot of beams for people to check out. This is quite common knowledge, these beams, but if you're new you might obviously not know about it. Okie dokie. Alrighty, so we are here at the front of Goshan, and if you didn't know, you can actually get on top of this tent right here. It can be a bit finicky sometimes, but here we go, you are on top of it. You can also jump on top of this truck right here, but something that a lot of people don't know is you can actually walk on top of these rails that are actually solid. So obviously there's nothing here, so you can't walk on top of these, but if we jump on top of this, then you can see that we are actually on top. There's a door here, so what we can do is, if we be careful, we can, okay, well, you can jump and then basically hug that pillar and sit up there on top of that pillar. And the same thing for over this side. You can jump over to this one, walk away along, and you can like position yourself like right here, and people won't notice you, or just keep walking along and you can get all the way through here and position yourself up in over this direction as well. Alrighty, making our way to the back of Goshan. So that's Goshan right there. This is, well, the back of Goshan. We're going to go out to the right-hand side. A lot of people know about the little shortcut, which is in between these two containers up here, that you can take to drop down to the bag extract, which is just down there. But what you can also do, jump on top of these pallets, jump on top of this spindle, and then jump on top of the container, and now you're on top of the barbed wire. So if you remember earlier when I spoke to you about the other points of like where you can jump, you can basically walk along here, turn around, hold back the S key, jump and crouch, and now you're in a position of, you know, well, the highness. And then what you can actually do, if you do this right, you can actually drop down, and there's a ledge here, so you can drop down on top of this container, or you can just keep running along, and then just, yeah, and now you're up here, and people obviously won't look up here. This is a position where you just don't normally see people. And then you can drop down onto these other containers. They are a bit high. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get absolutely rinsed if I fall down. Okay, so we're back at the back of Goshan here, and we're going to go to the left this time. And you see this shelving unit that's fallen over? If we just make our way down here, walk in fast, homebound, right? And then we jump onto the back of the forklift, and now we're on top of the forklift. What you want to do is jump so you actually land on the rails here. So just like so, on top of the rails, we can walk up here, and then boom, we're actually up top. And people just don't look up in Tarkov. I mean, this is a spot that you just wouldn't assume someone would be in, but you can also lie down here as well if you just angle yourself correctly. And that's all the way down towards the Emercom extract. Now coming back on ourselves at the back of Goshan again, and we're going to turn left. This time there's a few little spots you can get onto. So this truck, or this car right here, you can literally just jump over here. Just a little simple one. You can also jump into those little gaps right there. But there's something that is a bit more bigger and a bit more intimidating. Jump up here, and then up to these barrels on top of here. And once again, like we've been doing for the past good amount of time, we're going to jump onto this fence. Just like so. So we have the ability that we can jump on top of there, but that's not what we're going to do here. I'm actually going to jump on backwards onto that blue fence on top of here, and now we're actually somewhere extremely high. And that Emercom extract does not get a break, but we can see all the way over to the Emercom extract. Just wiggle yourself along. I mean, if shooter bomb was still on this map, that'd be a pretty decent spot. Here's another one for you that is a bit of a unknown one. It's quite simple, really. If you jump backwards, so if you don't know, if you jump backwards or sideways, you actually jump higher in Tarkov. You can parkour your way across here, make your way down here, and then boom. There isn't actually any way to get up here, so right here is a pretty decent way to do some counter sniping or even camp out the power station if you happen to get a spawn that's up in this direction. So here we are out the back of Idea. That's power station, and over there is Goshan, and this right here is the red container. Now, a lot of people know that you can get inside the red container, but did you guys know that you can actually get on top of the red container? So just after a bit of failing, like wonderful times, there we go. We're now on top of this little area, jump, and now we're on top of the red container. And what we can do is actually climb up this and parkour over to that roof. It is quite finicky actually doing this section. Trying to get past this middle thing right here is an absolute pain in the rear end. I can tell you that much. I've tried quite a few times. Oh, there we go. And now what we want to do is run, sprint, and jump over to the roof, just like so. Now up here, continue along. Boop. And here we go. We can see all the way down towards the train extract, just down there. But you can also jump from here and land in the shelving unit just there. Jump and then crouch. Whilst you're in the air, you want to crouch, and then boom. We're now somewhere that is even more ludicrous than before. And then obviously you can shoot people who are down there. And then you got this spot is a really overpowered location, just like all the others that I've showcased so far. Now we're down by the power station. Up there is just where we was, and now we are down here at the power station. So entering the power station right here, head up these flight of stairs, jump on this railing, then you can jump on top of this wonderful pipe. You might want to slow walk for this one, but then you can actually jump and then walk up on top of the pipe right here, and then you're just above everything down below. And you can also walk on top of this pipe as well. What you could also do is, if we head back down here, you can jump on top of this little white thing, jump on top of the locker, and then boom, you're up in this section. There is another way of doing it as well. You can jump over this fence right here. Guys having a heck of a time right here. Jump over on top of these, land on top of here, and then just parkour your way across even more. This one you don't require as much, obviously, the strength level for that. But if you can't get over that railing, you can always do the railing trick, which is when you basically jump down the railing and then walk up it, like just so. Now another one, if you know that there's people camping inside of this area, if you head out here, go up these flight of stairs, you might either have to do the railing trick, which I literally just showed you, or you might just be able to jump straight across. It's all down to your strength level. Walk over these transistor majoohickeys. Don't fail like I just did. Oh, we got to do this again. There we go. And then all we need to do is sprint over to that rooftop, and then boom, you got yourself a juicy little angle. And you can keep walking down here, by the way, and go all the way down to this edge. So if you know someone's camping you, you can always shoot through 2 planes of glass and say hi to their faces. Okie dokie, now we're here at the front of Idea, and this right here is the Idea offices. What we're going to do is head inside, and we're going to go to the back. Right here, you can actually get on top of these shelving units. You might want to set yourself to slow walk speed when you're actually climbing this, because sometimes you can jump over too much. But basically, you just jump on top of these boxes, jump on top of this next set of boxes, and then jump to your left, and now you're on top of the roofing. Back in the old days, you was able to actually jump up and out and on top of everything, but you can't do that anymore. Don't forget, if you guys enjoyed this video so far, to make sure you smash that like button. So here is one of the final locations that I have for you today. You can jump, parkour on top of these boxes, and then boom, you're on top of this container. And then this is one of those spots where, you know, if you need to kill yourself some scavs or even player scavs, up here is a pretty decent spot. You can also counter snipe the windows if you want to, or anything along the lines of that. If you guys know of any really juicy spots for Interchange, please leave it in a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this, also don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe. And guys, you lot have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. So a big thank you to everyone who has been giving me feedback in the latest videos, and especially thank you over to the Patreons. Without your support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. And a big thank you to Justin ASDF and Freddie for your continued support.